Or okay, and then once we're done, I'll email you a copy of the recording from Zoom, so you'll have that.
Thank you. Thank
My
you.
pleasure. All right. And we can spend maybe a couple minutes like waiting for people to show up and banter and stuff. So
Sure.
I'm getting the live set up as we speak. Meeting description. What would I put for the title? I have the Money Mindset Mastery with you.
Sure.
What description would you like me to put in here?
Oh, how to shift your money mindset? I don't know. Oh, looking at how, yeah.
It doesn't have to be long. I'll just put, come see how to shift your money mindset.
To attract high-end clients. That's a great, yeah. Pretty much says it.
Perfect. Group. Okay. All right. Have it all queued up and ready to go. I'll wait just another moment before hitting it.
Have you had any issues with Zoom lately? I know that a couple of people, it's like freezing on them. Things like that have been happening. I just
Not for streaming. If it does,
hey, knock on wood.
yeah, no, I haven't for streaming. I did have a couple issues the other day. It just wanted to. It kept wanting me to sign in and
Oh
update.
gosh.
And so it was, yeah, pain in the neck. But no, mine's been okay, and I have a hard wire, so I'm.
Oh yeah, I do too. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was awful before having the hard wire, because then it was like I never knew what was going to happen, and then finally it's like I'm gonna hardwire this thing, and just I'm like, no more playing. I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna hit go live. Let me get my phone up just to make sure it actually does go live. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. I'm hitting it now. All right, wonderful. I think we might be live. I'm just going to, yay, I'm just going to quickly check my phone here, verify I can see both of us here. All right, excellent. We are good to go. Welcome. Hello, everybody. It's great to see everyone. We have a really special topic today. I'm so excited to do this. I've been waiting eagerly all week for this. So we are going to be talking about money mindset mastery for attracting high-end clients with my friend, my colleague, Eva Gregory, and I am so excited to have her here. So now her passion is really in helping coaches, thought leaders, and spiritual entrepreneurs worldwide scale their businesses online to 6 figures and beyond by attracting high-end clients with premium offers. So her unique approach combines the practical, proven, step-by-step strategies that are really working in today's ever-changing environment with intuitive spiritual awareness. I think this is very important. She's the author of 2 very powerful books, the Feel Good Guide to Prosperity, and also Life Lessons for Mastering the Law of Attraction, which she actually co-authored with Jack Canfield of Chicken Soup for the Soul fame. But what really sets her apart in her field is the way she brings together both the practical and the spiritual. helping our clients create success that is aligned with their true purpose. So welcome, Eva. So happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really pleased to be here.
Yay, good. Oh, so wonderful. So some questions for you. Now, you coach a lot of heart-centered entrepreneurs who've really suffered and really struggled to get clients. What have you found to be kind of the underlying reason for that struggle?
Yeah, I would say there's several things, but a couple of really big ones that I have found. One is that they don't have a clear plan. So there's a tendency to be focused on a lot of disjointed actions in running their business that may or may not be necessary. So it's kind of like we're throwing spaghetti on the wall, seeing what sticks. I don't know if anybody's had that experience or not. Certainly that's what I was doing when I got started. And so like we're wasting our time, we're spinning our wheels. And then rather than taking the time to focus on what would really make the difference and what would you really like to be doing, not what somebody says you should be doing, but what would you like to do? What would you enjoy doing? And then simplify your marketing strategy just to laser focus on that. That's the first thing. The second thing is really just not believing in themselves fully. And that shows up as not owning their value for the things that they offer. And the thing that drives me crazy is like, you're changing lives, okay? You're changing lives with the work you're doing. And of course, when you don't believe in yourself, that shows up as undercharging for the value that you provide.
Yeah, and you see that a lot. I see that over and over with undercharging and just that fear associated with raising the prices to a more commensurate level with their value. So what would you say then to those who really do struggle with owning their value?
Yeah, well, the people that I work with, like people I normally work with are like coaches, healers, holistic practitioners, and that's what I call my spiritual entrepreneurs. And it can be online course creators and different experts as well, authors, speakers. But for spiritual entrepreneurs, for heart-centered entrepreneurs, I know money sometimes is just not a high value, and I understand that. However, without it, it makes it very difficult to survive and to survive in our businesses, much less thrive. And we got into business to make a difference for sure, but a business is about making money. Otherwise, it's a hobby. And so we want to thrive. And it's very difficult to get your message out there and to reach those who are looking for you and make the kind of difference you dream of making if you are not going to be there for those who are looking for you. And that means you must be willing to charge for the value and I'm not saying to overinflate, and I'm not saying put a finger in the wind. We have different ways that we really help people strategically get to that number. But this is why it's so important that you look at your values around money. So if you think money's a necessary evil, or here's a good one, you got to work really hard to be worthy of the money that you make, or that you don't deserve money to flow easily, then you are going to continue to struggle in your business. But the thing is, money is energy. That's all. Think about it this way. Love is energy. And so if we can look at it in that light, prosperity is your birthright, okay? And when you choose to hold your prosperity in the light of love and spirit, knowing that you are well worth the abundance that you desire, then you will start to create in a very different reality than the one you're creating right now when you're holding all of these limiting beliefs. So getting clear on the value of what you've got to share has got to be one of the first steps to creating a highly successful business. And so it's about embracing and accepting the value of what you provide. And that means changing your wealth mentality, changing your money mindset, okay? And if you don't know how to clearly communicate your value in a way that your clients can see it, then even if you are like, I understand my value, you still got to be able to communicate it. Otherwise, you will still struggle. So until you get your value and you can communicate that value, then of course, nothing works.
Right. Absolutely. So then what have you found to be really the most effective way for heart-centered entrepreneurs to communicate that value to their ideal market?
Yeah. So to understand your value fully, and really command what you deserve. Be loud and proud. And I don't mean from an ego place, but understand what I have is of value and that you deserve, okay, and get it from those who are eager to invest in themselves through you and your services. They are out there. That means you've got to shift your mindset, okay? Because here's the thing, if you've got something you're passionate about that creates value for your market, and your target market is passionate about getting the kinds of results that you offer, you can have a very healthy, thriving 6+ figure business, making a difference with the types of clients who see the value in what you offer, and they're very happy to invest with you in order to get those results. So this is why I talk about looking at how do you communicate what you value. So this is not about sharing the service. This is the services I provide, or here's the information I provide. We are on information overload as it is. I mean, that's a commodity today, okay? So when it's presented like that, then what you're offering cannot be seen for the true value of what you have to offer. Commodities are a dime a dozen. Here's the thing. You've got to start looking at it from your true value, which is the results and transformation that your clients experience as a result of working with you. And so we've got to shift the way we look at ourselves, our business, and our clients. And when we do that, that is when things will change in our businesses. Results and transformation.
Oh, interesting. Wow, that's really, really interesting. So if entrepreneurs need to shift the way that they're looking at themselves, I mean, how should they be looking at themselves and their businesses then?
Yeah, so, well, for starters, it is like this. When you start charging based on the transformation and the results that your clients experience, instead of the amount of time you're on Zoom with them, okay, this is what we normally do. Okay, we're going to be on a call for 30 minutes. We're going to be called for an hour, and I charge this much per hour. That is not talking about the transformation and the results, okay? And so we've got to move from that to beyond just the information you give, right? So the value you bring to the table, it's not in your product, it's not in your program, it's not in the services that you provide, okay? Got to get this. It is the transformation of your clients, or it's the results, it's the outcome that they experience, okay? Lives are changing as a result of working with you. And there are so many heart-centered entrepreneurs who are completely missing the boat when they talk about trading time for dollars with their clients. Time for dollars is a commodity. And I'll tell you this, the value is never, ever about the amount of time you are on Zoom with your clients, okay? Or the time that you're available to them. The value is always and only in the outcome and the transformation that you provide. So the value is engaging you for the outcome that they will get as a result of working with you. So you have to start seeing yourself in that light and start charging for your services based on the results, the outcome, or the transformation that somebody gets when they work with you, rather than based on the information that I provide or the time that you put in. You know, I tell my clients in my programs, it's like, okay, it's not about this module and the information in this module. Your transformation happens between now and the next module. All right. And so it's not about information. It's two things. It's about implementation, which creates the transformation. Okay. So it's not about the time you put in. Okay.
It's so true. I can't even tell you how many clients I've personally worked with who are stuck in that mentality. Like I'm on this hour-long Zoom call. I should be charging this much because it's 1 hour.
Right.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So for you, I'd love to know, I mean, how do they change the way they look at the value that they offer?
I love this question. And I'll just give you a great exercise. And this is something you guys might want to write down. And so the exercise is this. You want to start asking yourself, first of all, what's the value that somebody, not how much time am I spending with them, but what is the value that somebody gets when they're working with me? And there's two parts to it. The first is, what is the short-term value that they get? Secondly, what's the long-term value they're getting? See, people don't think about that when we're thinking like it's the hour that I'm with them, right? So for example, the short-term value from a client that worked with me was during the time that we worked together, she did create a 6-figure income. She started working less. She got completely out of debt. She was able to work with more clients in less time because she had started out, well, she was just working with one-on-one clients, right? So we recreated her, or redesigned her, what she was doing into a group program, which meant that she was able to work with more people and an automatic, what I call a happy, it's not an accident, but she increased her one-on-one fees, because that was my happy accident, was when I first got into group programs, even though it was less than my one-on-one, I realized with the number of people coming into my group programs, I was making more for the same amount of time, if you want to get back down to it, I was with them, than my one-on-one clients. And I thought, what's wrong with this picture? I'm making 2,000 versus the 700 I was charging for the one-on-ones back then for the same amount of time. So you better believe the one-on-one client fees went up as a result. Now that was the short-term value. That was why we were working together. Now this is what you want to think about for your clients. What's the long-term value long after they're not working with you anymore, because they're taking away huge value. Okay. So for her, she got the clear understanding of how to identify and use a successful system for not just maintaining the 6 figures that she was making, but she actually scaled her business. So she went on to scale that business to multiple 6 figures. And she walked away with the business skills, she walked away with the knowledge and the ability to continue applying what she originally implemented while we were working together. And she has been established as an expert, where she's repeatedly asked to speak in her area of expertise, which of course reaches new prospects who become clients. So can you see, and I really want everyone to understand this, that is massive value. You have changed their lives. Okay, if they had never worked with you and gotten that and walked away with that, they would still be struggling with whatever it is they came to you with in the first place. So when you trade time for dollars, first of all, there's only so many hours in the day, but anytime you are charging by the hour, I don't care how high your fee ends up being, it makes it all about you. Like my money for this time, it's all about you. And it's not about the client and the results and the value that the client is receiving. So you got to take the spotlight off of you, okay? When in doubt, focus out, and then put it on your clients so that they can understand the value of what you've got to offer them. And now you've got it. And when you can see that, then they can see it, okay? And when they can see what you've got to offer and how that benefits them, these are your high-end clients. These are the ones, they are eager to engage you. They are happily paying your higher fees, and they will agree it is totally worth it. So you just got to begin turning the way you think about yourself and your fees around, put the focus on the results that your clients experience. And I just keep bringing it back to results, results, results. Not here are the services I provide and here are the fees I charge. No, you talk about the results folks get when they work with you, because that's what you do. That's what's important.
Oh yeah, so powerful. Is this resonating with anybody out there? If you are watching this, type in #results in the comments. I'd love to see who this is. I know this is pinging off of at least a handful of you out there. So go ahead and pop that into the comments, #results. But Eva, I gotta ask. So it's easy to understand how charging higher fees would work if what you do is help clients make more money, right? But what do you do if what they do doesn't have anything to do with making money?
I love, love, love this question. And I get it a lot. So here's the thing. Take a moment right now. Think about the biggest client success story you've had, whether it was a paying client or for free, doesn't matter. Okay. When you work with people, even if it happened to be for free, they got value. Okay. And that could have been helping them learn how I started out, how to apply the law of attraction in their lives, okay, to get the results they wanted. And it might be helping them find their soulmate. It might be around better health, okay. I created a hefty 6-figure income by being the catalyst to my clients, consciously, intentionally, and deliberately using the law of attraction to change their lives. I wasn't working with coaches at that time to build their businesses, okay? And I was working with them to access their spirit and in their personal lives. And sometimes in the business, like sometimes the focus was on money, sometimes it was on health, sometimes it was on relationships, sometimes it was on their career. I mean, it was all over the board. It was just all law of attraction. at that point in time. And sometimes it was just on learning how to feel good more of the time than they had in the past. But by giving them the tools to do that for themselves, they've been empowered now. They've got a whole new way of living. And this is how lives are transformed. And so if people are in pain, regardless of what the focus of that pain is about, getting the results, getting the relief, getting the outcome, and that transformation that they so desperately want, it's in many cases way more important than making money. And when folks start to create those results and that new state of being, then it's like they get this whole new lease on life, and then their consciousness shifts. They absolutely will see the value in what you have to offer. It has nothing to do, it doesn't have to have anything to do with money. So go back now, what I was saying, go back to your biggest client success story and just think about the value that they got, the results or the outcome or the transformation. And in your mind's eye, if you just imagine the cost of that person not ever getting those results, the person who wanted that relationship, who wanted that better health, who wanted whatever it might have been, just peace of mind to change your quality of life. And if you think about that, what that would have cost them in their lives had they not gotten the results from working with you. And then imagine what it might have been worth to them to go from who they were when you first met them to where they are today. What do you think they would say the value was to get those results? And I'll tell you, most of them are going to say it was priceless. And so I do going to get that idea out of your head that it has to be about money. And it's just about focusing on the shift or the transformation they want, because anyone who's in pain, that's the thing that's important to them. And I'll tell you, just from my own experiences, they don't care about the money. They need this. They want this relief, this shift, this transformation. And so don't underestimate the power of what you're doing if it has nothing to do with money. Okay, that's my big thing. And when your business is positioned with premium offers, it's a lot easier for clients to understand that high quality of what you offer, regardless of what it's about, not necessarily money. Okay. And the clients you do attract, they want that quality and they're willing to invest at that higher level to get it. If I'm in pain around something, and man, I'm going to go to somebody who, like, this is who they work with, this is the quality of the work they do, I'm going to choose them over somebody that says, but I can do it at half the price. Okay, I would rather go to a heart surgeon if I've got a pain in my heart than a general practitioner. Okay, and I'm very happy to pay for that. So you want to think about that for yourself as well, and just really understand the clients that you do attract want high quality. They're willing to invest at a higher level to get it. And when you're working at this level, reaching six figures and multiple six figures is far, far more doable than most folks think.
Wow. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. So can you give us an example then? I mean, how doable is it really to reach six figures or more with premium offers?
Absolutely. So if you think about it, let's say you offer your program or your service, and let's say it's at $500, okay? And you're deciding, I want to reach $100,000 a year. Okay, you do the calculations, you're going to need 200 clients, okay? 200 clients. You offer a premium offer, let's say it's $5,000. You need 20 clients for the year, the entire year. That's all you need. But what if you want to reach, let's say you want to reach 300,000, okay? Well, with a $5,000 offer, let's say it's still 5,000, and whether it's for 6 months or 12, I mean, you know, we help people design it. So it's very clear. One of the things, I'm just getting off a tangent here, but one of the things I always look at, no matter what the premium offer is, how can I make sure that the value in that offer and what people receive is at least 2 times to 10 times the value? So this is one of the ways we make it easy for your clients to see the value as well. But what if you want to reach 300,000? So with a $5,000 offer, you would need 60 clients a year. But think about this. That's 5 clients a month. But this is when you have a premium offer. Okay, this is what makes it so doable. 5 clients a month. And so when you start to do the math, you can find out pretty fast just how doable 6 and multiple 6 figures is to build, and without it requiring all your time, I might add. Okay. And then once you realize just how easy it is, when you're positioning it right, okay, and you're attracting those high-end clients, gosh, you can skyrocket your income from there. And of course, with that first high-end client, what happens? Your confidence grows, right? You're more confident. And then it's not long before you really understand the value of what you have to offer. And you can shift your mindset right now. You don't have to wait until you get your first high-end client. In fact, the mindset shift is going to be the thing that's going to attract your first high-end client and then everyone after that. So it's the opposite. We want to shift your mindset first.
Wow. I mean, not to put you on the spot or anything, but can we shift our mindset right now?
Well, but of course, let's just do that, shall we? No time like the present day. Yeah. So one of the things to understand is that we exist in a universe that is law of attraction based. Okay. And there is no law of assertion. It feels that way sometimes, I know. But with the law of attraction, I assume everybody knows what that means. But let me just tell you quickly, for me, it's whatever you put your focus, energy, and emotions into, you're going to start creating more of the same or very similar, okay? And here's where I put the emphasis. It's on the emotion, okay? So your thoughts are the engine, your emotions are the fuel that is attracting and driving to you what you're getting, okay? And so what that means is if you've got a drive or a passion for something, that is your soul's calling. And in that case, that means there are those out there who have a drive and a passion for what you have to offer them, okay? That is law of attraction 101. So you don't ever have to wonder, but if I do this, is there anybody out there? Absolutely, yes. If it's your passion, if you're being called to it, we don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I wonder what I'd like to desire today. No, it comes from the core of who we are. And that's your soul, that's your higher self, that's your guidance. Saying, yes, you're here, you're meant to be here doing this. And if you're meant to be doing it, there's got to be people who want it. It's law of attraction. And I know that there are many, 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 many folks who are ready, willing, and eager to pay you what you're worth for the results and transformation they can experience. But if you're thinking too small, or you're afraid to ask for what you're truly worth and not what you're worth, I just want to make it clear. It's the value of your worth. We are priceless. We are valuable just by breathing, okay? Just by being here. So just want to make sure that that's a clear distinction. It's the value of what you offer. But if you're not doing that and you're afraid to step out, you're doing yourself a disservice. You are doing your clients a disservice. So let's shift some mindset here now that I've gotten on my little pulpit here.
Yeah.
And I have a mindset formula, and it really helps to bring this home. And if you get the power of this formula, you can create an outrageously successful heart-centered business doing what you love with high-end clients who love and adore you. And if you don't get this, then you won't. So first of all, let's just talk about what is mindset. That's the lens through which we interpret the world. That's all it is. So it's the sum total of our thoughts, it's our beliefs, it's our attitudes. Those are the things that shapes our perception of things. And as one of my mentors, the late, great Jim Rohn said, I love him, your attitude determines your altitude, okay? And so now let's just look at this from the perspective of law of attraction, all right? First of all, you have a thought, okay, or a belief. And then that thought or that belief creates that emotional charge or that feeling within you. And then how you're feeling emotionally will determine the action you take or don't take, which results in a certain outcome. So the formula is thought plus emotional charge plus action equals outcome. Okay, so it's really important to get this. So for example, if your thought is, but I'm afraid I won't succeed, what if I fail? Then the emotional charge you have, feel what that feels like. There's a feeling of fear, you're scared, you're contracting, okay? And so then what happens? The actions you choose from that place of fear and contraction is going to reflect that energy. And that looks like undercharging for your offers or letting opportunities pass you by even when they're being offered to you. And then as a result, your work, your mission, your message, it doesn't get out in the world in a big way. You continue to struggle or you're plateaued in your business. So if you're not experiencing success and you're struggling in your business or in life, really, then one or more parts of this formula is out of alignment. And what does that mean? It means your mindset is running you. Okay. The mindset that you hold about your not worth, or what if they don't pay it? Or, my client, I don't have clients that would pay that. Whatever your story is, feel it. That is your mindset holding you back. Now, let's just look at this. Think about decisions you've made in the past that resulted in the actions you've taken as a result of those kinds of thoughts and feelings. What were your decisions made from inspiration or desperation or fear, right? When you're making decisions and you're taking actions from fear, here's another one for you. You are not acting on your truth or your potential. You are not listening to your inner guidance. And until you choose to listen and shift your mindset, you're going to continue to get the same results that you've been getting in your business and your life. Does this make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah, it sure does. Wow. So then what about people who aren't totally sure what their truth is and what it isn't?
I love these questions too. All right, here's the thing. Here's how you know what's your truth and what it isn't. Based on the law of attraction, everything that we've talked about up to now, by the way it feels to you. Your inner guidance, your intuitive awareness, it's always going to let you know when you're focused on your truth based on how you feel. Your thoughts are the engine, your emotions are the fuel. So let's just do another little exercise here. Think about the typical beliefs. We've all got them. What we hold around the topic of money. Okay. So there'd be things like, it's so hard to make money, right? What some others I grew up with, I'm just no good at business. Money doesn't grow on trees. I have to work really long and hard to deserve making money.
Turn those lights out.
Yes. Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. And one of my favorites, you can't be spiritual and be wealthy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Or sales and marketing are sleazy and manipulative. Right. Oh, that's another one. Okay. Or what if I put myself out there and I get rejected? That's the, oh my God, I can't really charge because people might say no. All right. So when you think about those, think about all of the things we just talked about, think about it now. What does that feel like? What does it feel like? It feels horrible. It does not, it feels contracted. And the reason is because it's not our truth. It is not your truth. Your inner guidance is saying, hey, I'm calling you this way. Abundance is, abundance abounds, and I'm not going down there with you. And because we, our guidance is calling us this way to these things that we want, abundance, prosperity, love, all of those, laughter, fun, joy, all of these things, right? And when our mindset is saying, but I can't do it, it doesn't feel good because our guidance and higher self, it's not going down here with us. It's going to stand there. It's going to be that beacon of light calling us this way, but we're the ones that turned our backs. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is why it doesn't feel like our truth. Okay. And it's just letting you know it doesn't feel good because it's not your truth. So if we go back and we play, and this is one more thing, I love this. I use it all the time. And I'm going to give a very simple process to completely start shifting right in the moment. Okay. Do not, what do I want to say? Do not underestimate the power of this very simple process. Okay. I call it the what if up game. Okay. Because what do? We play the what if down game, right? What if we can't? What if they say no? What if I don't get the clients? What if I, it's like, what if I can't make money? What if I can't pay my bills? I mean, oh my gosh, it's what if down spiral. Okay. And guess what? They don't feel good, do they? Because it's not our truth. It is not our truth. Okay. So we want to just turn it around. So in the moment you feel you're doing that, you say, what if up? So the what if up game goes like this. Every limiting thought or belief that you have, you want to ask yourself, what if ... the opposite is true? What if it could be easy to make money? Wow. What if it's easy to make money? How does that feel? Feels better to me. Okay. Now you're tapping into your truth, because what all those limiting beliefs are stories we decided based on what our parents taught us or the experience that we had growing up, right? And we made a decision that that's the way it was, and it isn't. It's not even our stuff. It's our parents and everybody else's, right? And so what if you can be spiritual and be wealthy? How does that feel? If it feels better, great. You just discovered another truth that now your inner guidance is confirming, okay? And so learning how to understand and accept this huge value that you offer and letting go of these old beliefs and thoughts and behaviors that have kept you stuck. Now what happens is you turn into the prosperity consciousness of your soul. It is the prosperity conscious of your higher self. And now you are leading from a place of divine inspiration. All right. This is what brings you your success. And I am just begging you, play the game. I do it all the time when I get stuck. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, but what if I can? What if it does? Right. And you can even get outrageous with this. Like, it doesn't even have to be kept into reality. Like, oh, what if I do this? And what if it didn't bring me 300,000? What if it brought me $30 million? And what if it happened in 2 weeks? And what if now news is coming to see me and they're saying, what's your secret? And now I'm on the cover of Time magazine. And like, you can go crazy. But what has it done? You feel the shift in the energy? It completely raises your energy. And that energy now, that raised energy, is a match to the very things you say you want. And so we don't have to hit it head on when it's hard for us to do it that way. That's another powerful piece of the what if up game. So once again, do not underestimate the power of this game. I know it's simple and you can turn things around in seconds. It doesn't take long when you do it, but keep it light, make it a game. We don't be serious about it, okay? This little game can change the quality of your life on a dime if you let it. And you guys, you are offering enormous value. And my passion is helping those types of people get that in the cells of their being, which is why I'm here talking to you today, okay? In which case, the rules of the game of life become something like, do what you love, live from your soul's perspective, which is what we're talking about. When it feels good, you are. Be aware of the good that you can do for you and for others, and know that there is an abundance of wealth for everyone. Now you have a game of life worth playing.
Wow, I love that so much. I am gonna start doing the what if game.
I love it.
Immediately. I love it. It's such a tangible thing that you can just do and just implement. So, but with everything, how quickly can you actually implement something like this?
Well, the answer is, how quickly do you want to have it laid out in front of you, right? If you're just
Right.
beginning in your business, it's an ideal time for you to know on a step-by-step, day-to-day plan what to do to get you to that success that you desire and deserve. By the way, you can do it as quickly as possible, especially when you merge all of who you are. Like my line is where spirituality and practicality merge, right? We're bringing all of that. And I would just assume that if you're listening right now, no matter how you're doing, you want more, right? We want more. We want better. We want more clients. We want more quality of clients. We want success, all of the things that brings us. Somebody can take a course, they can attend a seminar, they can read a self-help book, and still they would be willing to pay you a lot more to get beyond information and experience the transformation as a result of that personal interaction with you, to learn, okay? And so if you want to create a new business model that allows you to maintain that intimate connection with your clients and make more money, and also making a difference at the same time, and working less, by the way, and have a ton of fun. That's another one of my values. Fun is number one. Don't you ever forget it. Then I recommend you start to use a divinely guided end-to-end strategy, tap into what it is that feels best to you, and make the decision. That's the stake you're putting in the ground. What I don't recommend is that you add one more element or one more tactic to your business without really feeling into it and having the full picture of how it would be integrated with the wholeness of you and your business. So because that goes back to throwing spaghetti against the wall. Like, we're driving around without a map. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to know, even if you're driving in the right direction or not, is it even the most efficient direction? And so for anybody who's serious about creating a successful, heart-centered business from a place of purpose and passion and prosperity, and who is ready to attract high-end clients with premium offers, I can't imagine a more perfect time to begin that now. If you've been in business 2 weeks, 2 years, or 2 centuries, this is the time. The time is the time that you're aware, yes, I get to have it, and I get to have it be the way I want. Your time is now.
The time is now. Absolutely. So I know you have something special for our listeners, our viewers. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. And that's my definitive guide to attracting high-end clients with premium offers. And it's going to show you a business model that works, working for me, working for my clients. I'm going to spell that out in there. And without spending a lot of time on preparing for launches or long hours on sales calls, like those are stories that we have to do these things. You get to do what you want. Okay. And then I'll share with you in there the 3 core components for growing a highly profitable business with high-end clients in there as well. And I'll give them the link, highendclientguide.com. You go highendclientguide.com and you'll be able to grab it there.
Excellent. And I will put that in the description of this video, and I'll have
Perfect.
it pinned to the top for everybody to see, highendclientguide.com. Get it. You want it. It's great. You'll need it. Thank you so much, Eva. This has been just wonderful, eye-opening. I just love all the very tangible things you gave us that we can implement straight away. So I
Absolutely.
appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being here with us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.